On March 5th, 2026, we are welcomed into the exciting world of Pokemon once again in a new format. Pokemon Pokopia seems to be a combination of Pokemon and Animal Crossing with some aspects of Minecraft thrown in. Something about this game seems off though. In the trailer we are shown the world that seems to be completely devoid of humans, only Pokemon. The only human that we are shown is the player character who's actually a Ditto. Ditto uses the information from inside a Pokédex to copy a human's appearance, however, it doesn't run like a normal human would, having its arms hang down by its legs, seeming to imply that Ditto has never actually seen a human run. So what gives here? For those of you who know about my channel, I have an entire series that goes into the Pokemon timeline of the main series, side series, and spin-off series. In that series of videos, I actually go into a theory that the Pokémon Mystery Dungeon games take place in the distant future, where the human race has been nearly wiped out and is on the brink of extinction. In those games, humans are never seen, but only a rumor like some legendary Pokemon. I believe that this game happens in this downfall timeline of the Pokemon franchise, just much earlier than the Mystery Dungeon games. Other games that would fall into this timeline that I'm planning on making a video about soon are the Pokepark series and the Hey You Pikachu games. Let's see if I can look into this game and explain my thoughts from this trailer. Professor Tangrowth states that it's been quite some time since he's seen another human or Pokemon. This place had once been the home to many humans, but is now destroyed after some event. Grass and trees are withered and dry, and the Pokemon and humans who lived here are gone. If they had left for some reason, Pokemon would definitely have stated this, that they left for this reason, the land was infertile, or they couldn't plant crops here. But not just that they're gone. The word choice here is super important. We are shown a Pokemon Center that has been completely destroyed and left in ruins, with the only Pokemon storage system computer being accessible. There is also a destroyed Pokédex that still works to minimal capacity. There are also human inventions here, like a punching bag, fishing rod, trash can, vending machine, windmills, fences, and some other objects. Some of these objects are in disrepair and throughout the game will need to be fixed up. However, there are some that look in pretty good condition. If something were to have just happened to these humans, it would have stand to reason that these objects could still be standing. Pokemon have seemed to take on the roles previously given to humans, like Professor Tangrowth being the professor of the region. You befriend Pokemon to assist with electrical powers, gardening, farming, construction, demolition, among many other jobs. In this game, you are restoring the land to what it was, including rebuilding and restoring human-made buildings and objects like the Pokémon Center and statues. To me, this theory seems completely plausible. Professor Tangrowth's goal is to restore the land and to see the world overflowing with Pokemon. He wants to see humans and Pokemon living together once more, so there still could be humans out there somewhere, just not here, or maybe he's just unaware that the event that damaged this land was as bad as it was. Due to this, in my timeline for the overall Pokemon timeline, I'm going to place it here. In my Dystopian timeline, it goes here. Of course, I'm going to update this with when the game comes out and we have more information. Now, an important question to ask is, what could have caused this near extinction of the human race? Well, we could look at the usual culprits in our real world, and that have been mentioned in the Pokemon world before, sickness and war. This could explain why we have a ghost-type looking Pikachu called Pikachu being introduced if it was potentially hurt in a war, or if it passed away from a sickness. Or we could go with a more interesting theory. Chairman Rose was the main antagonist of Pokemon Sword and Shield, and he enacted the darkest day in the game so that he could try to secure an energy source for Galar. This way they could avert a projected energy crisis that would occur within the next 1,000 years. He is stopped by the player of this game and promptly arrested. Could it be that this energy crisis actually happened and had a much larger impact on the human race? I think it's a super fun theory to think about. Alright, well thank you guys for coming to my channel. I appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to subscribe, blah 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 blah. Let me know your thoughts on this game in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!